me be the first to welcome you back personally to Walk the Talk episode 5. Oh, hold up. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once more, let me welcome you back personally to Walk the Talk episode 5. My name is Kirby Johnson, and I'm here. Thank you. My name is Kirby Johnson, and I'm here accompanied by my very trusted accomplices, Phenom Jelkins,
Yo.
and of course, Mr. Sharp himself, all ego, Adam Sharp. Let's hear it.
Thank you. Wow.
Man, what a time it's been for Pro Wrestling, don't you think, guys?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously we're coming off the heels of that amazing NSW show that just got done airing a little bit ago. Absolutely incredible for a return show. I mean, to see them come back after their hiatus, after what could have been the end of the company, to come back with a show like that, it was monumental. Great job, great work from NSW.
You don't really see a lot of companies come back after a hiatus that long sometimes in this business. But you see NSW, and they come back, random show announced like a week before, and they put on some real bangers here. Dom Jones versus Takahiro Honda, first of all. George Millers versus Leon Grooms, that was great.
True.
Yep.
The two Alders facing off, Dakotas and Ashton. And
Of course.
That amazing main event we saw, Tyrese Wright versus Esquilito Jr. I mean, what else is there to say? They were just out there hooping.
Let's not forget about the showcase that Jordan Saint, not Saint anymore. He goes by Jordan now.
Just Jordan.
Against Samoa Joe, who seems to be the NSW World Champion and putting on a show, and he gained Samoa Joe's respect after that by getting his hand raised. Props to Jordan there. That kid's really good. He got a bright future.
I mean, just overall, a great show from NSW. There's only one way to describe it, ladies and gentlemen. The feeling is back. The new standard is back. Now, of course, we have a lot to report on, and that's what we're here for. Walk the Talk episode 5, going over all the news from pro wrestling in the past week. And that includes all companies, your favorites, your least favorites. We will go over. And additionally, what we will also do is rank each of these companies from 1 to 5, as we do to start off the show each and every week. The 5 that we have chosen will be ranked obviously from 1 to 5, from worst to best, bottom of the barrel to top of the mountain. And we are going to see who did the best this week and who did the worst. Now, we don't normally go in this order, but we're going to start at the viewer's side viewing, left side of the table. Mr. Sharp, if you want to lead us off with this one.
We doing the recap or the rankings first?
The ranking.
I think we're just doing I was just going to do the rankings first. That way we could just have that out of the way and then recap as we go.
All right. Let me gather my notes here.
Yep.
Number 5, I'm gonna say another show that just had their 5th episode. I'm gonna say Secret Base gets the number 5 spot for this week. I mean, they had a really strong showing starting off their 2 tournaments, the junior heavyweight and the heavyweight. Some good matches here and there. I thought it was good. Number 4, I'm gonna put PMW again.
Okay.
They got some good talent to come over today, or whatever they hosted. They got Tyrese Wright again. They got the IWA Cruiserweight Champion, Archie Davidson. Number of other high-profile indie wrestlers nowadays. I feel like it's only up for PMW. Number 3, I'm gonna go Saga. Saga was
Okay.
doing. Saga was doing a lot. Good matches. I mean, that's really all there is with Saga. I mean, not to diss them, but like I feel like every time I see them,
Right.
there's
It
like
was
a
just
new good
it was a
match that I missed.
routine,
Yeah,
right? Routine, great
it's
show.
routine.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I'm gonna put NSW again.
Okay.
Great show.
Speaking of, and yep. Go ahead.
Great show, but I feel like the inactivity coming off the hiatus, I feel like that's not enough to put them in the number one spot. And of course, number one, I mean, it's obvious from here. I'm gonna say Rush.
All
I
right.
didn't like the format they did last week with the shorter shows, but speaking of NSW,
Whoa!
speaking of NSW,
surprise here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Ian Rose.
Ian, you really took your time back there, huh? I wonder what.
Oh yeah. Me and Mac Noore were giving each other handies backstage, though. You know.
Understood.
Yeah.
I mean, understandable.
That's very understandable.
Yeah.
All right,
No.
well, there
yeah.
you go. There's Mr. Sharp's rankings for the week. We are going to go next to Phenom Jokings with his top 5. Phenom, take it away.
Now, I guess Muggo's ratings, mine is kind of similar, with number 5 being Secret Base. I mean, they've been on a big rise lately.
Okay.
They got just bright stars on the roster, and since every show so far has just been good, you know? No problems with it at all. Except for the Yakuza problem with, which I hope they have finally dealt with and it never happens again. Big ups to Secret Base. Number 4, I'm gonna also go with Pure Mayhem Wrestling.
Okay.
Just
BMW getting on the map this week. I like it a lot.
It's the Indie Federation, you know. Who doesn't like Indie Federations? Now, number 3.
That was a rhetorical question.
This is where the switch happens. Number 3, I'm gonna go with NSW.
Ooh.
You know, they did a big comeback, but of course the hiatus, you know, and all, just not really many setups or many things to talk about except for that one house show. So, but that one house show was so good that it made number 3. That's all. Number 2, I'll go with Saga. Do you see what Saga's been up to? He's been on the rise, buddy.
Yeah.
Bro, last Saga show, let me tell you something. Last Saga show, bro, every Saga match made it to the Saga Classics. What show does? Well, NSW, but what other show does that? Every match is in the Classic. Now on to number 1.
Very true.
I've been dabbling a little bit in Roosh, man. Roosh been you know, it's the number 1 for a reason. Yeah, Roosh, buddy. That's how I say it.
As in the wrestler Roosh? You mean Rush Wrestling, not Roosh?
It's Roosh Wrestling. Roosh.
Anyways,
that's how we say it in my
We
country.
have to excuse our African podcast member here. We're working on the accent.
But yeah, that's my list for the day.
Go.
So Secret Base, PMW, NSW, Saga, then Rush.
There you have it. Very similar to Mr. Sharp, but obviously not all the way the same. Let's give it over to Mr. Rose. Let's hear it.
See, I'm really bad at rankings, but I'll I'll give it to you straight. Number 5, I'm going with Secret Base. Very new federation, but the numbers that they have mind you, and this isn't a diss, but they managed to get more than Rush Energy at a late night slot. No other Fed can do that. No other Fed. I don't think I can even do that. You know. So for them to have that, very, I wouldn't say it's lucky. They probably deserved it. But they're on the rise for sure. Number 4, PMW. Obviously one of the best independent promotions in the industry today. When you talk about a promotion that consistently delivers great matches, that promotion is one. And I'm sick of people not giving PMW the recognition that it deserves because not only does it bring the best out of all of these wrestlers, it also brings you enjoyment as a fan. A lot of guys, they come to pro wrestling shows, they say, "Oh yeah, this is cool. I'm just going to cheer until I get booked." PMW is a rare case, mind you, where you are loving what you are seeing and you are absolutely proud to be a fan.
Very true.
Number 3, I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna say NSW because we just had the incredible house show today, and the hiatus also kind of set us back. But the feeling is back. That's all I'm gonna say. The feeling is back.
I feel it.
Number 2. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Rush.
Oh.
And the reason why I say that, yes, and the reason why I say that is because to me, in the past few weeks, Rush has had a bit of a dilemma. They're constantly trying to get people onto the screens, which is absolutely a good measure, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Right.
But sometimes it gets a little bit too distracting. Sometimes some of these people are going to get involved in something that it kind of distracts from the main purpose of what they're trying to accomplish. For example, JOK versus Chris Maverick, good match, great wrestlers, no doubt about it, 100%. But Chris Maverick just coming off of a loss at Starrcade, we should see him trying to get back at Harley Hansen, the international champion still. What is he doing facing JOK? Mind you, JOK, yeah, I know. But the thing is, JOK hasn't done anything remarkable to earn that, position. Chris Maverick, okay, yeah. JOK has fought, chumps. Has fought chumps. He eats them for breakfast. Unfair. Guess what, buddy? What has he been doing in the past few months? Exactly. And there's no diss to both men. I like both men, but still, Chris Maverick. To me, if I was you, I would have been, grabbing Harley by the dreads and killing him and giving him forehead scars and whatnot. You know what I mean? And number 1, easily Saga. I mean, come on. I mean, Saga is just the future of this industry. When you talk about guys who are currently let me tell you this. Vince Torres trained each and every single guy from the Ground Zero dojo. Guess what they did? At least 95% of them went on to Rush Starrcade. That is an incredible number. An insanely huge number. But let me tell you this. Saga is the present and eventually the future of pro wrestling, and I'm sick of all these old head guys not trying to keep up with the fact that these guys can do their jobs 10 times better. It's just true. It is absolutely just true. When you talk about guys who can connect with the crowds and whatnot, all the Saga guys got it. They are them, and that's my list.
Well, there you go. There's the top 5. Let's give it up for Ian Rose one more time, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And now as we move on to the last ranking of this early evening, we still got a lot to go. We move on to the one, the only, the Johnson. Now, I gotta be honest, ladies and gentlemen, this week is very hard to rank, but I mean, we've had a lot of great performances. We had some lackluster ones. I'm gonna skip a few here. In my number 20 spot, give me Unhinged.
20.
Really,
Oh.
not much to say. In my 20 spot, you heard me right. In my 20. In my 20, give me Unhinged. And then we're just gonna skip a few here. My number 5, give me Secret Base as well.
Oh, wow.
Really liked the Secret Base show this week. Really did. I watched it and I enjoyed it from every moment. It was a spectacle. It really was. It was an enjoyment show. It was. For a late night, to have that much of an attendance, to have that much of an energy rating, it was amazing. As Secret Base at number 5 all across the board this week. I love it. At number 4, I'm going to go with a similar rank. Give me PMW at the 4. I think they had a really good show. Had some great showcase of talent. Obviously, we saw Tyrese right there this week. We saw Archie Davidson, who's recently coming up on the rise. I really like him. He's doing great. PMW they had a great show. I really did. I liked it a lot. At my number 3, give me Rush. I'm gonna
wow.
put Rush at
Oh,
3
wow.
solely because I don't think they had a bad week. I really don't. I just think that compared to the others, it could have been stepped up a little bit. I like the development, but that's really what you're gonna get out of these shows that are going into pay-per-view weekends or leading up to pay-per-views. They want to build a story. They want to build more fuel, and I love that. But from my perspective, I like to see the wrestling, and that's why it's at the 3 for me this week. At my number 2, give me Saga. Saga had a
Ooh.
really good week as well, had a really good show. Obviously, Ian went into every detail you possibly can about it. Saga had a really, really great week. Vince Torres is doing an amazing job over there. All the people on the board at Saga, I love what they're doing. And number 1, Mr. Rose, you're gonna like this. Give me
Yeah.
NSW at my 1. The energy is back, ladies and gentlemen. I was so fulfilled with the NSW show this week. I loved it so much. I couldn't get enough. From Espolito Jr. to Takahiro Honda, to Dom Jones, Tyrese Wright, they have star power brimming, and I love it. NSW at the 1, they are bound for more greatness. And yeah, that will do it for the Federation rankings of the week. Now as we move on into our next segment. Ladies and gentlemen, we just want to thank you one more time for coming out to Walk the Talk. Obviously, we were missing some panel members this week, but we still go on nonetheless, as the show must go on. Now, as we move forward, we would like to welcome a very special someone. Someone that you heard about, someone that we announced just yesterday.
My husband.
Special guest for this week. None other than Leader Pariah, the golden ticket winner, the one, the only, the notorious Mac Noore. Someone hit the man's music. I said,
Did nobody have his music up?
What the?
someone
That
hit the
is.
man's music.
Hey guys, I'm a little
Someone
late.
hit the, hey, back there. Hey, are you gonna hit the man's music? What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Guys.
Jesus.
Are we just okay? All right. Well,
Bring him out.
I got you.
yeah. Our tech guys.
Oh wow.
There we go. There we go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right.
How you doing, Mackie
Ladies and
Wacky?
gentlemen, Mr. McNoore, how you feeling on this fine afternoon? Oh shit! No, you gotta lift the mic. You gotta lift it. You gotta lift the mic to your mouth. No, lift it. Yeah, lift. No. Press the button. Press the button on it. Yep. Just press the button. Yep. You got it. No. Up more. No, it's not clipped. Can somebody clip his microphone, please? Because no. Clip.
We're gonna have to fire this production guy after this episode.
I think you gotta leave and come back.
No, you gotta
Try now.
Try the big button.
clip the mic on. Clip. You're not clipping it. There.
There we go.
Got it?
I think.
I think it's clipped. I think we're good.
What's up, Mac?
Jesus Christ.
There you go.
What did you eat before you came here, buddy?
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this thing
Yes.
on?
Yes.
There we go.
Holy moly, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the one Mac Noore.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
It's a
man.
pleasure to be here, man.
Of course, it's a pleasure to have you, Mr. Mr. Jesus,
Excuse
me. Ooh, yep, Mac Noore.
Wow.
Oh wow. Okay, bro.
I think we need. I think everybody here needs a little bit of a
Hey man,
drag here to get the edge off.
could you like put that away or something?
Hey, no. Matter of fact, Matt, I know you got a pack in there. Why don't you give all of our lovely
smoke in here.
a cigarette? Why don't you give our
Why
lovely
why can't he smoke?
I'm not allowed to smoke in here.
No. We're asking the wrong questions here. Mac Noore, I got a question for you, my brother.
Talk to me, buddy.
What is your favorite cigarette brand?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I mean, you'll see me smoking Rothman's Royals on Rush TV. That's I think it's an Australian brand. It might be a New Zealand brand. I don't know. I get them shipped over. But I also like my fair share of Chinese cigarettes. You know, shit costs like $5 a pack.
Damn.
You don't need nothing fancy.
Will not be able.
Okay.
Why not fancy cigarettes?
No sponsor there.
Hey man, I don't discriminate.
Have you ever been laced? Someone in the audience is asking.
No. I'm not that stupid. I'm a very smart man.
Yeah, you are, yeah.
We're getting boost for that.
Respectable. Yeah, why are you booing him not getting... Okay, whatever.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, as we move into our next segment, we want to give a quick little reminder to send in your tickets for hashtag Don't Want to Overreact. But obviously, we go over all of our tickets at the end of the show. But if you send them in as early as possible, you have the best chance of getting picked. And now, as we move on, Mr. Smuggo, you are going to love this segment. Obviously, you do every week. As next up is Smuggo's stock investments. Give it up.
I'll keep receipt while I'm doing it.
Bro, wonder where he got the nickname Smuggo from. What does that
Yeah. The penis disease, smegma. Yeah.
What?
What?
Is that
That's
true?
where he got it from. Yeah, that's where he got it from.
There you go. All right, word.
I'm neither confirm nor deny that.
Mr. Sharp, get into it. Come on, chop, buddy.
Come on, man. We gotta move along here. Let's go.
Before I start, I'd like to thank Mr. Noore over there for inventing the stock market. No, I can't speak anymore. We're gonna forget
That's
all
okay.
that. It's too much aura. I can't speak, so we're gonna start off. First of all, I got the IWA Cruiserweight Champion on our stock market. I got Archie Davidson. You know, this man is the obvious breakout star of this faction in the world. I mean, who else is in that faction? Anyone here want to name a member of Rogue?
Can anyone here name one other member of that faction?
Yeah, you said Cam Skies.
Shoot me. Just shoot me. Pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger.
Cam?
Wow.
Yeah.
And anyway.
Oh yeah, Jake. I knew that.
Yeah. Well, it's really just him and Jake Waller. So.
Did you really know that?
How many people are even in the group?
I said it, didn't I?
Like 3.
There's like 5 of them.
Oh.
5. Jesus Christ.
Jesus, they're like the fucking what's that one Marvel movie coming out? See, I can't even think of the name. No, not Fantastic Five. The knockoff Avengers.
Dr. Doom.
They're like them.
Dr. Doom.
We're getting off topic, Mr. Sharp. Take us back, please.
Anyways,
Yeah, I mean, he debuted less than 2 months ago, and he's already in the finals of the Coliseum tournament, and he is a champion already.
It was the
As
finals, by the way.
As I said, he is the finalist of the Coliseum tournament. I see this guy. He's the future of British wrestling. Forget MMJ, forget whoever the hell else over there. Archie Davidson is the future of British wrestling.
Okay.
Regardless of the outcome of the tournament, I say invest $600 into this man.
600.
Hold on. I want to, Mr. Sharp. I don't want to interrupt you here, but I just gotta call this out. Somebody in the crowd just said Mad Kata stocks. Can we all point and laugh at this guy for like 2 seconds? Everybody just point and laugh at him. Boo him, man. Boo him. I don't want you to.
I got something for this guy.
I don't think you should ever even be allowed.
The cameras are on you, buddy.
I don't know who Mankind
Speaking of suggesting stocks, I got a DM from Andy Pacino. Asking me to put him on the stock market.
Oh, brother.
If you ever personally ask me to put you on the stock market, you are never showing up on it.
Oh,
ever.
Oh, wow.
This guy offered
me. Never.
I want to pull the logs.
You could. You never know.
He offered me Nitro to put him on the stock market.
Whoa.
He offered me Nitro. Take that
Nitro's
as you
crazy.
will.
You want to know the worst part? He's not even here. He's literally not even
Yeah, right?
here.
He's not here.
He's not here. Anyways, back to the stock market. Our second investment, the other finalist of the Coliseum tournament, I got Julius Lindstrom.
Oh, great.
Like that.
Great pick.
One of the best technicians in the world. He was on hiatus for a little bit. He's back. I mean, he only competed in the semifinals up until now. He was replacing whoever the hell got injured. So he's the fresher man in the tournament.
I think he was replacing Logan Grooms, who got suspended indefinitely from the tournament. Yeah.
That's a great topic. We got to talk about that later.
Oh, I'm glad to talk about it.
We don't have to talk about Logan Grooms, actually.
Oh, why not? Why not, Mac? Why not?
Why is that,
listen, that coward does not deserve my TV time. Listen, I'm the special guest on Walk the Talk this week. I don't feel like talking about Logan Grooms.
All right, well then Logan Grooms won't be talked about. Moving on.
Yeah.
Of course, of course. All right, now Sloan, do you have any more stock investments?
I got one more. All right, let's hear
it.
I mean, this is obvious. We should have had him on week one. It's George Miller.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Great.
This guy,
that's true.
It's all over my screen.
Hey, ruin it.
It's all. Excuse me? Who's booing?
Why are we booing?
Who's booing? Who booing out there?
Hey, all right, sit down, bro.
You know,
they're always going to boo. You can never please a Raw Wrestling crowd.
Phenom Jelkins, I've noticed you taking a certain liking to George Miller.
George is not a murderer, okay? What happened at Saga, the Avalanche Vertebreaker, it was... Bro, it was not that big of a deal.
Alright, shut up.
Mistake.
All right.
Mr. Sharp, please take us back.
Yeah,
Mr. Sharp, is that...
He's got one of the deepest bags in, I'd say, all of Real Wrestling right now. I personally see him as the one to dethrone Esquilito Jr. as the junior heavyweight champion of the NWA.
You mean George?
I'd put money on that. Yeah, George Miller's.
All right, well there you go. That'll do it for Smuggo's stock investments of the week. We want to turn our attention just briefly to our special guest over here, Mr. Mac Noore. Mr. Noore, we have a question for you on the topic of stock investments. Do you have any one specific person, obviously besides yourself, that you would like to place your stocks into in the professional wrestling community?
I'm not allowed to say myself.
Come on.
Well, your stocks are already there.
You can pick at least
I
one.
don't think I need the spotlight on my stock. Listen, quite frankly, if you didn't invest 3 weeks ago, then you're down. You know what I mean?
I agree.
All right.
Here's what I'm gonna do. My stock investment, my personal seal of approval, goes to Pariah. The entire group, myself, Andy Bacino, Amir Rose, and Nathan Torres.
Does that count?
Listen. I've heard a lot of talk as of late, right? This is what the show is about. It's about walking the talk. Yes, I've heard a lot of talk about the boys being my backup dancers, about not being credible enough. Did you catch Energy last week? We killed The Undertaker. We put him in the front seat of a car, and we drove that car into a fucking wall, and it blew up. Is that not... How much more do you want us to do? Listen. All I'm saying is if you haven't already invested in the Pariah stock, you are missing out. This is like Bitcoin in 2008.
Whoa! Hey, look. We can't talk about Bitcoin.
We can't talk about Bitcoin.
That's politically affiliated. We can't talk about. There's two things we can't talk about: politics and religion. We keep those away. All right.
So, okay.
All right.
Fair enough. Well, fair enough.
You know, I was actually gonna ask you about that. Like, what was going on with you and Pariah that one night in Rush where you just almost damn near beat Logan to a bloody pulp, and you crashed Undertaker in his car, and it exploded.
I'll tell you what happened, alright? If you've been tuning into Energy over the last couple weeks, me and Logan Grooms have been jumping each other. We don't have a very good history, alright? I don't think he's a fraud. I don't think he's for real. I think he's a coward. That's what I think about Logan Grooms. I beat the hell out of him. I beat him into a bloody pulp, and then I took a fit pic with his dead body. I got his blood all over my Mary jeans, and you all saw that. I don't have to go into detail about that.
Yes, sir.
Listen, it's simple, right? Pariah is Rush, right? Let me just break it down for you. You all saw what happened with Andy Bacino and John Calabro, right? You all saw what happened at Starrcade. John Calabro was a broken man. That's one of the greatest of all time. Andy Bacino broke him spiritually and physically. He broke him.
Wow.
Can we pull up the
Nothing
graphic?
else needs to be said about Andy Bacino.
Wait. If you don't mind, I just want to point this out, Mac, that you and Logan, yes, you guys don't have a good history, but some would even say that this was history long overdue. Because if we take a look back to the first ever episode of Saturday Night Shockwave, we saw JRF take on Logan Grooms, in which JRF defeated Logan Grooms to become the Rush World Heavyweight Champion. But not only that, Mac Noore came out. He made his return to professional wrestling that same night. And guess what Mac Noore did? He immediately went down to JRF. He looked at JRF and said, I want that. Now, see, the thing is that I'm trying to point out is that Mac Noore paid no attention to Logan Grooms then. He won't pay any attention to Logan Grooms now. And I understand that. But, for me, I'm a right-hand man of Logan Grooms. I'm his biggest fan. But let me tell you this. Mac Noore, I have respect for what you do. I have respect for your whole entire career. I understand the fact that you are a UFC champion too. I understand the fact that you are a world champion too. I understand the fact that you also are the golden ticket winner. You have accolades that nobody can doubt. But let me tell you this. Logan Grooms, do not doubt Logan Grooms. Do not doubt Logan Grooms. A lot of people try to think that he wasn't going to get it against Jamal. Okay, maybe they were right, but let me tell you this. Logan Grooms, when he is on a losing streak, on a losing path, he becomes a man that not a single one of you guys would ever be familiar with. So, to me, I think maybe you do have a chance of beating Logan Grooms eventually, but unfortunately, I must tell you, I'm going to warn you that Logan Grooms is going to get it back in blood. Maybe he wins, maybe he doesn't win, but he will give you the ultimate challenge of a lifetime, Mac Noore.
Yeah, man. I'm sure he will. But you know what they say about the old days, right? They're the old days, okay? You watch Starrcade. I walked out with a golden ticket. What did he do? He put on a 5-star match. He put on a classic, but he made Jamal look like $1 million. You know who is $1 million? You know whose stock has been going up through the roof for the last month straight? Mac Noore, baby, the one.
The one.
If there's anyone who can make Mac Noore even more famous, it's Logan Grooms. He's built his entire career of building other men's highlight reels, and now he gets to be on the hottest highlight reel in pro wrestling history.
Damn.
That's all I have to say about Logan Grooms.
Wow. Absolutely shocking. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take it over here for a little bit. Next segment we're going to get into is called Fraud or For Real. And Mac Noore, in case you're not familiar with the situation, Fraud or For Real, we picked down 4 names. 4 names. We all decided whether they're a fraud or whether they are for real. Simple as that. And today we're gonna draw a few random names. Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right. So the first name that we have in fraud or for real is none other than 1/3 of current member of Genesis, Casey Clifton. I'm gonna take this one all the way to Mr. Ufaku over there. Casey Clifton, fraud or for real?
If you would have asked me this question a couple months ago, maybe a year ago, I would have told you fraud. Casey Clifton, he used to be nothing but a theme song. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Wow.
The bell had to ring at some point. That was the scenario Casey Clifton was in. After he aligned himself.
Hold on, get the fuck out of my get the fuck out of my seat, bro. Get the fuck out of my seat, bro. Get the fuck out of my seat.
He's in my seat. He's in my seat.
Get the fuck out of my seat, bro. Get out of my seat, bro. Get out of my seat, bro.
He's in my seat.
Get out of my seat. Get out of my seat, bro. Get out of my seat, bro. Get.
Whoa.
Alright, chill out. Alright.
We're on live TV.
Anyways, as I was saying, after Casey Clifton aligned himself with Genesis, he became undeniable. I gotta give him for real.
No, Adam,
True.
You can come here.
For real? For real? Okay. All right.
I have to give him for real.
All right. Can we?
I'm
All
the
right.
cameras.
Go sit with Jim.
All right. Okay. Bye. I guess. Mr. Sharp.
Oh yeah.
Casey Clifton, fraud or for real?
You know, the Casey Clifton situation is tough because we've seen in the past in HOC, he can be one of the best wrestlers on a brand. You give him a ring and an opponent, and he will ball out. But right now, with Genesis, working for whoever he's working for, he's been on a losing streak. He's a great in-ring talent, but he's a loser.
Oh.
Whoa! A loser? A loser!
Insane.
A loser.
What are we talking about here, man?
All right. We're getting out of hand. We're getting out of hand. All right. Mr. Mac Noore, special guest. Casey Clifton, fraud or for real?
This is a tough question. You know, he's a young guy, really promising professional wrestler. Did a lot of great work down in HOC back when I was still, roaming around the locker room. But as of late, he hasn't lived up to his potential, so to speak. So for that, I'm gonna say he's fraudulent, but
oh wow,
still a great young, promising professional wrestler for sure.
All right. Well, for me personally, I've had my fair shares with Casey Clifton. I've fought him before. I've hung out with him before. He's a great guy, great wrestler, and not only that, he's arguably one of the most dominant HOC champions in the world. But you see, the thing is, HOC died almost 3 months ago. 3 months is a long time. What has Casey Clifton done in those 3 months to make up for the fact that he is no longer an HOC champion, no longer part of HOC in general? He made a statement in Genesis, by aligning himself with Lucas Castellanos and JRF. That right there is a big statement. All right. Not only that, he has also beaten Frozimo at Starrcade. A great six-man tag team match. But the thing is that we're not rating Genesis as a whole. We're not rating, what they do and whatnot. We're talking about whether or not Casey Clifton can get it done. And truthfully, he could get it done, but right now he isn't. Because as everybody has said, he's been on a mad losing streak. So to me, unfortunate, he is a fraud. And what about you, Mr. Johnson?
Ooh, I got a lot to get off my chest. All right, let me take a drink first.
Oh, brother.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah, it's FU all me. All right. First of all, I'm gonna get it off my chest off the bat. Casey Clifton is for real, and solely because if we're looking at all the other, HOC guys, we can talk about HOC. We can talk about HOC. If you want to look at all the other HOC guys that got called up once the brand ended, let alone all the ones that stayed down in the fucking shindies once HOC ended, looking at you over there, you. Anyway, looking at those guys, Casey Clifton has done better than most of them. He's been in the main event scene. He's working under Lucas Castellanos, aligned himself with JRF. He is surrounded by big names. Friends in high places is Casey Clifton. He has remarkable wins over people like Frozimo, people that he's beaten with the team, without the team, and he even put up a remarkable performance against Lucas Castellanos this week. It's not like he got squashed. He put up a great performance. Lucas Castellanos, the former Rush world champion, went life and death with the former HOC North America champion. Also, speaking of HOC North America championship, he's the best one of all time, and the fact that MMJ is walking around with that championship still proves the difference between Casey Clifton and MMJ. Casey Clifton
can I actually point out something real quick? Well, I would love to let him speak, but the thing is, his logic isn't applying whatsoever. I mean, you want to talk about Casey Clifton, the fact that he's associated with JRF and Lucas Castellanos, the fact that he is the most dominant one out of the Genesis group, just because he was the best HOC champion. But let me tell you this. If that's the case, then does that mean that Solo Min is also for real, if not better than Casey Clifton, because he has been more dominant, he has had more people. But you talking about Casey Clifton like he's the only good HOC come up besides the rest of his stablemates. That's what you're sounding like right now. It sounds like you're biased, Mr. Johnson. That's what I'm trying to say. It sounds like you're biased.
All right, look. I'm not biased at all. All I'm saying is Casey Clifton does not deserve to be thrown into the fraud category when he made his statement in HOC and is still continuing to make his statement, such as...
But he's been losing. He's been losing.
Solo Min, in the same breath as Solo Min. Solo Min's doing great. Hold on.
Okay, what?
Hold on. Let's not act like Casey Clifton didn't beat Solo Min already. Let's not act like this. Well.
Guess what? Solo Min fought for way more titles than Casey Clifton in the past 3 months. So what's going on?
How many? Hold on. How many more main roster titles does Solo Min have than Casey Clifton?
How many more main event title shots? How many more main event title shots?
If anything, that's worse. Solo Min has had shot after shot with Jacob Nelson and still hasn't won anything.
Okay, but Genesis has also been the most dominant tag team and still hasn't got a single shot at the tag title. So what's going on there? Whose fault is that? They've been calling you guys, bro. Genesis' fault. It's Genesis' fault because they're clearly not doing something to get them the shot in the first place. Look. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose the title match. The fact that you got there already stands out. It makes you show that you have what it takes to fight for the championship. Genesis hasn't even got a lick of that, not even a whiff, not even a sniff. What is going on with Casey Clifton that makes you think that he is for real if his partners are not helping him absolutely be established as a guy who can get it done? That's what, because yeah, we're talking about Casey Clifton by himself, but let me tell you this, Casey Clifton decides to associate himself with his partners. He could absolutely branch out by himself as he has shown that, but the fact that he's willing to, I don't want to say it, downgrade himself to working with Danny Piston and Raymond Delgado Jr. every single week instead of making a name for himself. I'm just saying, he can do better, but right now he ain't doing so good. So I don't think he's for real. I just think you're telling me
that Casey Clifton would be better off if he left Genesis.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say that.
Oh,
I agree with that.
Because while he is in Genesis right now, he's not losing. He's not winning any matches. So what's going on there?
All right. Well, there you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Casey Clifton. The kind of consensus there is fraud. It may not be my opinion, but it is theirs. And as we move on to our next contestant here for Fraud or For Real, we are looking at the one, the only, the revamped, so to speak, J.O.K. Mr. Ufaku all the way down there. Actually, no, Mr. Jelkins all the way in the corner. Would you like to lead us off?
J.O.K.
Yo. Get up. Don't sit in the chair. Get up.
You know what?
Get up.
Why?
You know what happened last time?
You saw what happened last time. Get up.
Like, he's not here, okay? He's not gonna come.
He's going to come back. Just get up, stand near it. Just don't sit in it.
Right now.
Okay, I'm good enough.
Yeah. Get up.
Where do I sit though?
Just stand. Get to speaking.
JOK. For real. Okay, move on. Just move on.
Okay. All right. There you go. There you have it for real. All right. Let's hear it from you, Mr. Rufaka. Fraud for real.
Please.
Fraud.
All right. Our first
I have no
fraud.
further comment.
Hey. No further comment, he says. You don't have anything else to say about JOK. Not his performance, not his attitude, his personality, just fraud.
Fraud.
Crowd is calling for reasoning, Mr. Rufaka.
I don't like him.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Well, that ain't no reason, but all right.
Yeah, we have one fraud and one for real so far. Mr. Sharp, why don't you take it away?
Here's the thing.
I eliminated JOK from the battle royale.
Thank you.
I also eliminated Abraham Lincoln in that same match, and Robo.
I believe that's true.
And Scott Steiner.
Mr. Sharp, please continue.
I don't think I've seen enough of this version of JOK. But
well, you just did like last week, buddy. So nobody else has.
Yeah. What I will say, what we've seen from him, very interesting, very left field. You know, he didn't have a goatee the last time we saw him. That he was wearing those boxer shorts instead of that singlet. He's got this new spear technique. I've never seen it in the business. It's intriguing. I've never seen it. That's what I will say. So right now, I'm gonna say fraud, but I do see potential for him to grow into for real. We haven't seen enough.
I think that spear is some witchery craft, if you ask me. I feel like you know.
Stop talking. Mr. Mac Noore. JOK fraud or for real?
JOK is for real, I think. But that does have there's an asterisk next to it, right? Because he lost to Chris Maverick on this last episode of Energy. You know who didn't lose to Chris Maverick? You know who didn't lose to Chris Maverick? The one, baby.
Who didn't lose to Chris Maverick?
The one. So I'll say for real, but he still has a lot of stuff to prove to me. Obviously the stuff he was doing before this new stuff that he's doing is great. I'm a big JOK fan, but he's gotta prove something to me. So.
All right. Well, Mr. Rose, you are up. Let's hear it for JOK, fraud or for real.
You see, the thing is that I've seen JOK from the jump. I've appreciated what he's capable of. I know what he can do in the ring. I know that he's capable of having a great match, as we saw with Chris Maverick last week, no doubt about it. But let me tell you this. JOK has changed more looks than he has ever won matches. So for me, fraud.
All right. Well, there you go. We are now 3-2. 3 frauds, 2 for reals for JOK. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the Johnson, his opinion. I have to say, for JOK, I would love to give him a for real. I really, really would. I would love to give him a for real. And I will. JOK is for real. I don't care how much he changes looks. I don't care how much he seems to deteriorate when he's in the ring. Regardless, he's going out there and he's putting out hard
Wait,
Deteriorate.
deteriorate. What do you mean by deteriorate? What do you mean by that?
You saying he fell off in the ring?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you look at JOK, obviously the age comes in to
The age? He's like 24. He's like 24.
Seems like even the security guard got a problem.
feels like
He's not even 30, bro.
it feels like he's been in the business for 24 years, dude. It genuinely just seems like JOK has been doing this for fucking forever. And it might just be because he joined the business at a young age. But JOK, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like he could be 30 years old and still start to deteriorate solely because he started so fucking young, and that's what concerns me. That is the one thing
What concerns you?
His knees.
Oh, his knees?
I think,
you know, actually, Mr. Johnson, I'm not. See, I don't really like to disagree with you specifically, but let me tell you this. What do you think about Chris Maverick?
Chris Maverick. Well,
is he good? Is he good? Is he good? That's all I gotta say. Is he good? Is he good? Is he a good wrestler?
Answer this carefully.
Should that be my final answer? Yes.
Chris Maverick is a good wrestler to you, right? Yeah? But let me say this. Chris Maverick has been wrestling since he was 16 in Canada. You say that JOK doesn't have what it takes because he's been in the business for so many years. He started so young that his knees are going to come out. But let me tell you this. Chris Maverick just had a hell of a match on Starrcade. Had a hell of a match against JOK. So, to me, I don't think you really believe what you are preaching.
How much concern is there for Chris Maverick's knees?
Chris Maverick is way older than JOK. He's been doing this way longer than JOK.
Where's the concern that he's gonna? Where's the concern that he can't do it anymore? There isn't.
I have plenty.
There is no concern, but let me say this. Let me say this. Kirk Johnson is saying specifically that JOK does not have what it takes because he's been in business for so long. His knees are starting to give out. But Chris Maverick has been here longer, and JOK did great against him.
Don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say that JOK doesn't have what it takes. He still does, and he will continue to for a long time. He is in his prime. He's doing great.
He's in his prime, but you're saying that his knees are going to give out. You're not believing what you're preaching.
I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying eventually. That's all I'm saying. Plus, he's taking punishment that everyone takes in the professional wrestling ring. And I have plenty of concern for Chris Maverick, but he's not the topic of conversation. He's not.
Let me tell you this. JOK is bigger than the average brush wrestler. He's huge. He's jagged.
Exactly. He has to haul more weight around, dude. Do you not think that hurts his fucking knees, his hips?
But do you think JOK is not smart to the point where he's going to risk all of this stuff to put himself in danger? He's not going to do that. He has the strength. He has the build. He has the weight. He can do it all. But the thing is, sometimes I understand he does a little bit more than he has to. But let me tell you this, JOK, to me, even though I said that he's a fraud, I still know what he's capable of doing. He can still wrestle a good match. He could do this for years to come. But let me tell you this. He put on a great performance against Chris Maverick. And Chris Maverick generally tried to keep him in the fight. But let me tell you this. JOK, to me, like I said, he is a fraud for now. But I think he could be something for real eventually later on. But with Chris Maverick coming in here and I'm afraid and all this and that, his opportunity is being taken away. He's not being represented enough to even look at as a for real kind of person. So for you to say, "Oh yeah, he can do this, he can do that," he looks great. He's been doing this for a long time. It's not saying anything relevant. It's not an important, fucking bullet point. You're just saying shit just to make him fucking feel happy. You're not being specific, man. You're not being here for real. So I'm trying to tell us why we should look into JOK. Why is he for real? Etc. Etc.
Hold on. I'm fine with you critiquing me. I feel like we're getting a little bit personal here. I'm doing plenty. I'm going into plenty of detail here. I don't need you to critique the way I critique my fucking candidates.
Oh?
All right? Let's calm down here.
Okay, all right, fine. We got a shoulder one. So let's get on with the next name.
Let's get on with it.
So it seems neither of them want to talk now. So who wants to take over? You know what? I'll do it. Let me just get my card.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love this one. Okay, fraud or for real? Harley Hansen. I think he's for real.
This is a good one.
Go Ofaku.
got mixed reactions from the crowd.
You know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. I like Harley Hansen. I've always liked Harley Hansen. I think he's for real too.
You serious?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Like,
you think I was joking? I like Harley Hansen.
Oh, you were being serious. Oh, my bad. Yeah, nah. For me, I think he's a fraud. I don't think he's accomplished anything of note in this industry. I don't think he's that good of a professional wrestler. Yeah, and he's pretty ugly too. So I don't know.
Whoa! All right.
Yeah, fraud, and fraud.
Well, you
right.
see,
we kind of skipped the line here, didn't we?
A little bit.
Sorry, I have some very strong opinions regarding him.
Mr. Sharp, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, Mr. Sharp.
Let's hear from Mr. Sharp.
Listen. It's as simple as this. You can't look me dead in the eyes and tell me that a man who beat another man on one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year and then held a funeral for that same man is a fraud.
Thank you.
It's as simple as that.
Sorry, if I may interject, do you know who softened him up the night before Starrcade so that he could hold a funeral for Chris Maverick?
Ooh.
Any guesses?
Who was it? Anyone? Any guesses?
The one, baby.
The one.
That's all I'm saying.
Security guard. This guy.
What? This guy had the camera shot, bro.
The one.
The one.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
Mr. Yeah. All right. Let's move it on. Let's move it on, Mr. Rose. Your
To
thoughts?
me, this might seem biased, but Harley Hansen, he wouldn't have gotten here without me. That's the truth. That is the absolute truth. I got him his first match. I got him his first dojo. I got him all this and that. He is my best friend. He is my brother. No matter what we've been through, no matter what common enemies that we might have, no matter what disagreements we have, we always have each other's back. But let me tell you this. Harley Hansen has proved that he didn't need anybody to do his laundry work. Harley Hansen proved that he didn't need me. He didn't need anybody else. He didn't need, some form of last name, he didn't need some last name to help him get into business. Harley Hansen, he is the Rush International Champion for a very good reason. But the thing is that the way his first reign started, he wasn't wrestling a lot. He was the secondary champion. He was the primary champion before the Rush Championship got introduced into Energy. But he wasn't wrestling much. He wasn't defending the title much. In fact, he was just kind of, walking around doing backstage acts and whatnot as a champion. So to me, a little bit of his stock went down, but I know what he's capable of doing. So to me, he still is a champion. He beat Chris Maverick to a technical knockout, by the way, which is not a traditional wrestling finish. You really have to put in the work to get that, opportunity to even come. So Harley Hansen, for real. Absolutely for real.
All right, there you go. Those are the words of Mr. Rose. Now, as we move on, I gotta say, when it comes to the case of Harley Hansen, it's an interesting one because obviously he had an incredible run when he was playing to the crowd. Obviously, he has had incredible theme songs. He's got the charisma, going crazy. And you know what? I've loved Harley Hansen for a long time, and I gotta think that he's doing even better now that he has turned the chip on his shoulder, so to speak, and it started playing into that little devil in his ear. I'd say he's for real. I still think that Harley Hansen is a force to be reckoned with, and I still think he's doing great on the main roster. I really still love what he's doing. I gotta give him a for real. There's even if there's not a lot to speak of when it comes to the accomplishments. Obviously, he's an international champion, former HOC world champion. Even if there's not a lot of accolades, there is still a lot to speak about when it comes to the victories, the people that he's faced, and the work that he has done with his strength of schedule. I'm gonna go for
Finally.
I love Harley Hansen.
Finally, a good fucking take from you for once, dickhead.
Wow. Yeah. All right, buddy. Why don't you stay the fuck over there? That's why you didn't get a cup of coffee, you fat sack of shit.
Whoa.
Fuck you.
I'm fat. I'm fat. I'm
Okay,
fat.
guys.
Okay, buddy.
Relax.
Ooh. All right, we got our last contestant here. Now I wanna wait here because I think we can all kind of agree on our thoughts here. I want us to all say it at the exact same time on my count. On our next contestant for Fraud or For Real. Wait, have we done him already? Did we do him?
No.
We have.
All right. Our next guest for Fraud or For Real, Gunnar Montgomery.
Why they were putting it in the chat before you finished saying his name.
So do we do a countdown or?
Yeah. I want us to all say our answer at the exact same time because I feel like we all have the same answer here. I'm gonna count us down. Our audience here, if you wanna help us out, as I count down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For real. For real. Absolutely for real. Absolutely for real.
On what basis?
On what basis? I'll tell you what basis. I'll tell you what basis.
To go first? Yeah.
Yes, I would love to go first. I would love to go first. Let me tell you this. Gunnar Montgomery, a man who has once held a URW championship, a man who has once held Rush championships, an NWA championship. Yeah, has he fallen off a bit? Yes, absolutely. But let me tell you this. Gunnar Montgomery, whether you like the fact what he's doing right now or not, he is a decent wrestler. He is absolutely he is good. He is good. And I can vouch for that. I've seen it with my own eyes, and if you know me, you know for a fact that I am very critical of the things that I do not like. But I like Gunnar. I like the fact that he's wrestling. I like some of his matches. Sometimes and the thing is, let me tell you this. When you think of a professional wrestler, you think of their skills. You don't think of what the situations they're in. Let me say this. A lot of people might rip into Destiny Fight Club. A lot of people might rip into all these other feds that he goes to. But they're putting him in this situation. All that he is doing is trying to make the best out of it. Think of the wrestler, not the promotion. Exactly what Quinn said. Just because the promotion is highlighting him in a certain way that you might not like it, doesn't mean that he's not skilled enough to fucking take it to the top. He's a good wrestler. I've wrestled him before, so I could certainly vouch that he is a good wrestler. So to me, he is for real. I just need him to stop worrying about all these little places that get him into all these stupid little situations, the storylines, the scenarios and whatnot. We are done with the Aiden Rooney era. We're done. That was years ago. That was legit when Trump was in his first reign. We are done with that. All right, we're done with that. He is for real.
I agree with everything Ian just said and more, but there's some more I would like to add.
Okay.
143 days. Gunnar Montgomery has held Destiny Fight Club Heavyweight Championship. Every single time, because I attend that federation every time. Every single time Gunnar Montgomery steps into that venue is an experience. Every single time he steps in an unconventional match type, he delivers a performance unlike anybody else. He is somebody who you can rely on to give you a good match with mostly anybody you put on the card. Anybody on any roster, Gunnar Montgomery in a match with. It'll be somewhat good. May not be great, may not be perfect. It'll be decent. He is a reliable person. He is a good person. He just won a NASCAR race a couple of days ago.
Wow. You cannot tell me
Montgomery is not for real. He's for real.
All right.
Well, hold on. I just want to add one more thing. I got a question for each and every single one of you. Would you rather watch a decent wrestler or would you rather watch a bad wrestler? Be honest.
I would rather watch.
You would watch a decent wrestler, right? You would watch a decent wrestler, right? Okay, so let me tell you this. Gunnar Montgomery is a decent wrestler. You want to know who's a bad wrestler? Maverick Campbell.
Okay, that might be a little underrated.
But in professional wrestling, there's entertainment, so people might say otherwise and pick bad wrestlers instead of decent wrestlers. Because you can pretty much find decent wrestlers everywhere, but with bad wrestlers, you might just need to get a little laugh in, which makes
get a little laugh in. Here's the thing.
While we have this camera positioned right here, Jax Nixon has been sitting in that exact corner every single, not even in the chair, in the corner, every single time we come here. Why are you over there every time?
Let him be, bro. Let him be. Let him be, bro. Let him be.
I'm just curious. All
right. Come on, y'all. We need to get back on track.
Back to the show.
Ladies and gentlemen. Right next to me is our very special guest, Noore, and we understand that he is currently on a very hot streak right now in Rush Wrestling, having the golden ticket briefcase. Mac, I just have a question for you, and you could tell us, it's all up to you at the end of the day. What? Well, actually, no, not what. When are you planning to drop that golden ticket briefcase, and who are you going to use it against?
I don't want to give away any secrets on live TV right now, but I will say myself and Jalen Randall Figures, we have a very long history. I don't know if you guys were in attendance for Starcade Night 1, but he used his powers as the CEO of Rush Wrestling to kick me out of the building. Listen, I felt as screwed by that moment as everyone else did, right? I should be able to cash in the golden ticket at any time that I wish to cash it in. But it's a testament to his moral compass as a man. He's a coward. That's what I think. I think he surrounds himself with people that he knows can protect him. I don't think he's as good as people make him out to be. I think I'm far better. Straight up, you cannot kill a guy like me. I am unkillable. It takes a lot. So, and I don't forget these things. That's just, I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but there's a little hint for who I might want to use the golden ticket on when the time comes.
Mr. Noore, I would like to add on to the fact that JRF looks to use as many of his chairman powers as possible to make sure that championship.
I don't mean to cut you off here. But I want everybody to point and laugh at this fucking guy. He ghosted us to play Minecraft and now he wants to join. Don't cheer him. Boo him right now. Boo him. Everybody boo this guy.
Where is he?
Oh wait, what?
Anyways.
Where's that guy?
I didn't even get one.
Oh my
Whoa!
Where did this come from?
All right.
Noore, can you state your opinion on that?
Someone take this off.
On that infographic that just popped
anyways,
Well,
I would like to.
Young chain.
I would like to continue with what I was saying, if I may, please. Anyways,
Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Mr. Noore, I know that you understand that JRF also uses, the powers of being a chairman to try to make sure that each and every single thing in Rush lines up his way, the perfect way that he wants it. And there's a massive difference between the guys who are pro JRF and against JRF. And I understand that you are against JRF. You are
till the day I die.
You are your own man. You have Pariah to help you out. But let me tell you this. I want to give you a hypothetical question, okay? If I may. Let's say you cash in your golden ticket briefcase on JRF. Let's say JRF uses the chairman powers to make sure that you will not last a day with that championship. Make sure that championship is vacated and goes straight back to him. What would you do in that situation? Would you try to seek revenge, or do you think that it is over for you? Do you think that you cannot do anything to take that man out of the company structure? Do you think that you are, wasting your own time trying to come after JRF, the chairman of the board, mind you? If I got to repeat that again, the chairman of the board, man who is above you, literally, who's in charge of your paycheck and everything. Do you think that you're going to be wasting your time if you possibly cash in on JRF?
I don't think it's a waste of time.
This is a uncensored platform. You can say whatever you like about JRF.
Okay. Well,
oh yeah.
Let's take it back. Right? You talked about the first episode of Rush Shockwave. what was that, like 3-4 years ago? Like, it was a long time ago. I've had my beef with JRF for far longer than that. Far longer than that. So if it's a waste of time, I can't say it is. I just think it'll just be that much sweeter when I finally hit him over the head with that briefcase and take what rightfully belongs to me and has rightfully belonged to me for the last 3, 4, 5 years. And as for what I might do if he uses his powers as chairman against me, shit, I might take the belt to New Standard Wrestling, you feel me? I might take the belt to Real Hyper Fighting Visual, you feel me? I might take the belt to Destiny Fight Club, you feel me? I am the greatest living professional wrestler. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So yeah, wherever I go, people will tune in, and it doesn't matter, right? It straight up does not matter.
Yeah. One thing that I wanna add on, if I may. We also understand that there's another world champion, and we understand that that there's a split between Rush, but it's not really as effective, as it might seem. The Golden Ticket briefcase does not limit to yourself to one brand. You can cash it in on any single day, any single time, any single venue. We don't know, your history. We don't know your possible thoughts and opinions on the current Rush undisputed champion, mind you, Donovan Hayes. Do you think that you could possibly see yourself getting one over into?
Absolutely. I can see myself getting one over on just about any professional wrestler in the business, but I don't know. I understand what it's like to be Donovan Hayes from a perspective of working hard for everything that you've earned. I wouldn't want to take that away from him. The only
So are you saying that you have respect for Donovan Hayes? Is that what you're saying?
I do. It might not be mutual, but there is respect there. I admire what he can do as a professional wrestler. The same respect is definitely not there for Jalen, but I am not. I would feel much. You have to imagine what you would do if you were me, right? Would you go after a dude you have no history with, or would you, take everything away from someone you so desperately hate?
Yeah, that is a fair question. That is, Mr. Johnson, if you may take us on to the next segment, please.
Yes, I will.
Actually, before we do that, I have a question for the one.
Yeah, but go ahead.
The one.
We all know 4 days, I believe, 4 days. The Clash Berlin. The man we just spoke about, Donovan Hayes, will be defending his championship against Adrian Vasquez. Double side. I have to ask.
Are they doing blank react?
Since you do hold that golden ticket, when that match, who do you hope wins that match? Donovan Hayes or him?
Okay.
Well, okay. I'm not the biggest Adrian Vasquez fan. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yes, bro.
Nothing against the guy. I don't know him at all, but he retired John Calabro. I know there's a lot of stuff going on out there. John and I, we came up together, and it sucked to see him go out like that. So I can't respect Adrian Vasquez. You guys already know how I feel about Donovan Hayes. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, you know my answer.
If you had to cash it on one of them, who do you think would give you an easier time? Who do you think would be easier to defeat?
That's not a serious question.
Right.
Come on, man. It's D Hayes. D Hayes would give me a tough time.
I think I want to hear your answer.
Listen, Adrian Vasquez. Listen, you'll know that the LeBron James meme, the hit the rolly store with the rolly on with the bald dude split screen. That's me and that's Adrian Vasquez. You feel me? Like if you put us up side by side. That's what the picture is. So I quite frankly, I'm done talking about Adrian Vasquez.
I think we should all be. I think no one should ever talk about him ever again, ever.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, it's back to you, Johnson.
All right. Well, there's your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. And now as we move on to the next segment, before we get to our phone in tickets for hashtag don't want to overreact, but we have a new segment that we're trying out this week. We're going to see if it sticks or whether it slides. We are going to give each of us, our panel analysts here, we are going to give one hot take on the current state of professional wrestling. And you guys, the crowd, decide on whether you agree or whether you don't agree. This could be about professional wrestlers. This could be about booking, segments, anything and everything is on the table. Now, I would like to start with our special guest here, our special guest analyst, I should say, rather. No, not you, Mr. Ian, Mr. Rose.
Oh, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Wow.
Sorry, man. Sorry. I'm sorry.
That's cool. That's cool.
I tried to add an analyst so you didn't get confused, but that was my fault.
That's okay. Take it away.
Go ahead, Mr. Rose.
A hot take that I have in professional wrestling. I will say this.
We know you can.
I will say this. I know. But I will say this. I don't think Rush is doing a good job promoting their younger talent. That's just my hot take. That's my hot take. And the reason why I say this is because the top storylines, the top guys in Rush Wrestling, they have been in that same position for nearly 4 or 5 years.
Dude.
You
saw this.
It comes to a point where we see multiple champions of the same exact title, like Sean Reagan, 3-time international champion. Like, okay, he can wrestle, but like, can we finally? Can we do something with this guy finally? Like, can we make him, actually worth something? But let me tell you this: Brasimo, Genesis.
God.
Guess what?
Yes, God.
Guess what? Adam Sharp.
Thank you.
Tyrese Wright, Dom Jones. Guess what? That's 5 names. That's 5 names that I think should main event Slammiversary. And guess what? They're not even getting close to the semi-main event, and that's the unfortunate thing. Because guess what? We are sick and tired of seeing the same old guys. We are sick and tired of seeing the same old matches. Almost a lot of the storylines are just nostalgic calls. They're just throwbacks. They're just, we have unfinished business. When's the business ever going to be finished? When can we finally see something new? The thing is that a lot of the guys that I named, they can do a lot of the top guys' jobs 10 times better. And they're going to get mad at that. And I understand. And I know that. But if I'm wrong, tell me how NSW strived. There we go.
All right. Well, there's our hot take. And it seems like the crowd agrees with it. Let's hear it one more time. Mr. Rose. Now, do we have any volunteers who would like to give their hot take next?
I have a hot take.
All right, let's hear it, Mr. Jelkins, over there at the cup table. Let's hear it.
Okay, it's about the tag team of Solomon and Jacob Nelson. If you ask me personally, I think that team is not going to work out, and I think they need to break up. 2 of these talents are just fine by themselves. They're so much more, how do you say this, talented. They showcase more. But the fact that they're teaming together, I think, is slowing both of them down a little bit. Do you agree with me?
Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree.
I agree.
That's just my hot take. That's it. I think the team of Solomon and Jacob Nelson, it just needs to be done.
I agree.
On the verge of hot takes, if I might add on,
Who the hell?
Oh my God!
I think there needs to be more. I think there needs to be more tag teams. I don't know how many of y'all saw the card for this upcoming event. Well, not event, but like show.
Where?
Rush,
what?
Energy.
Where? Which one?
For Energy. But top 2 is fighting Solomon and Jacob Nelson again, and I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see that.
Wow.
In all honesty, like, I love Solomon, I love Jacob Nelson. I don't like Ocasio. I do love Chuck though, but nobody wants to see that. There's people who deserve better, like the people that Ian named, like the Yakuza chief and Tyrese Wright, etc. But I just think there needs to be more tag teams, because right now, and not just in Rush, but like in all of pro wrestling, because the tag division is so shallow but I know that it could be so much better if people just put their ego and pride aside and just bond it as one. Because like literally, Genesis before it was even like a thing, like all three of us, we like I'm not gonna. I didn't know what I was gonna do with RDJ. I'm pretty sure Danny Piston was still gonna be stuck in Unhinged, and Casey Clifton is probably gonna be stuck in trying to recapture his glory days from UXW. But since all three of us,
wow.
Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is
Where'd he go?
Since all three of us.
They cut his vest
the Green Van.
Zan, there he goes.
There. But yeah, there you have some Green Zan. Mr. Sharp over there, Mr. Smuggo Nader. Do you have a hot take?
I don't know if this is as hot as some of the other ones will be.
Hey, come on, man. Let's pick it up.
I think some of y'all on the indies need to slow it down. Personally,
I'm God.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ironic.
I agree with him. For my hot take, I'm gonna pick things up here. I think we need to bring back gatekeeping. I am so tired of seeing people like Dean and Hollow get their pockets lined up because these idiots with unrestricted financial access want to send them $45 to $20 for a Roblox model of Okada when they can't get out of a headlock. I am tired of seeing this every single time. They do it and they won't stop. We need to bring this back. We need to bully these people into submission to stop doing these gimmicks that are out of their skill leagues. Please.
I agree.
That's very true. That's very true. That's very true. The next time you see Mad, tell him, bully him out of being Okada. The next time you see Mad, bully him.
Hey! I want to say something real quick. In the past week, I made a ping, for NSW and whatnot. Let me say this: 3 guys came up to me and said, "Yo, can I be Javon Evans with the same exact model that Hollow made?" And it's like, dude.
Poor model. That poor fucking model. What was his original name? Like Darian. What was his name?
Darian
Young, bro.
I wrestled him on HOC.
Darian Young has been prostituted around the shindies for
but it's like, dude, it's not even that. It's not even that. Let me tell you this: Darian Young won the Saga title, the RWN title, and a VLW title. Let me tell you this: 2 Shindy guys who had never even been there for the day Hollow won those titles, all of a sudden they have the fucking belts. It's like they fucking stole the model. It's like, what's going on?
They were claiming Saga belts.
Yes, they were legit. They legit had them on the fucking model, bro. Anyways.
All right. Well,
that's hilarious.
But don't worry,
there
guys.
you have
It's
it
in
for,
good hands. Darian's back.
For hot takes. Mr. Noore, I don't think we got to you. Do you have a hot take?
I got one. I got something I'd like to get off my chest.
Here, let's give it up for Noore Stock one more time. Noore Stock, please.
All right. Here we go. Oh, what's going on over there?
Nothing. Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention. Come on, Mr. Noore.
Mr. Noore.
My hot take, and it's something that I don't know. I've believed for what the heck. Okay, I've believed it for quite some time, but I feel like a lot of people either don't understand or they forgot. Right? I think Ocasio is the greatest of all time. I think he is the best to ever do it.
I think tonight is the night he was laced with those Chinese cigarettes. No.
Listen. Here we go.
Chinese cigarettes.
I don't know how many of you. Listen. The one is speaking. Okay.
Yeah.
Ocasio, I don't know how many of you were around back in 2018. Ocasio's prime years, right? There was nobody who could touch him for 6-7 years. Like straight up, there was nobody nobody came close. He was doing things that people are doing now. He was way ahead of his time, right? I think a lot of people forget because the stuff he's been doing now, right? The follow-up to the Ocasio-Chavito feud, it's not what people expect. It's not, it's not what they wanted. But what I would compare it to is LeBron James playing with his son in the year 2025. You feel me? I'm not trying to compare Chavito to Bronny James, But what I'm trying to say is LeBron James does what LeBron James wants. Why hate when you can just appreciate greatness while it's still here? That's all I'm saying.
I have a question. Do you have a thing for LeBron James? Like,
I do. It's very easy to make greatness comparisons when you're talking about LeBron James.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
The guy who
Well,
dropped.
there you have it from our hot take section, and now, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we move into our closing segment, but obviously the fans' favorite. We have hashtag don't want to overreact, but where you guys send in your takes through the ticket system, and we read them out loud and see if they're an overreaction or if they're not. I would like to take this first one away, just bringing up the exact first one that we have.
Hey, I called dibs on the second one. I got a really good one that I'm just reading. So my bad. Continue.
You're good. You're good. All right. With our first ticket here, we're looking at hashtag don't want to overreact, but Noore is carrying the straight bums in all caps, straight bums that make up Pariah.
Man,
like LeBron on the 2018 Cavs.
Yo, listen, a lot of LeBron love. I feel like I'm inclined to comment on this, right? And I've heard it. I'm not gonna pretend like I haven't heard it, but are you guys stupid? Are you guys dumb? There's a reason they're in the place that they're in. There's a reason that they're my guys, and I'll go to bat for any one of them. Amir Rose, Andy Bacino, Nathan Torres. Listen, they've been doing great work with the opportunities that they've been given so far. Anybody who tries to discredit them only wishes that they were in the same place that they're in. So that's I'm not gonna speak any more about it. Just watch the fucking show, please.
I agree.
All right. Well, I think we have. Let's hear it from the crowd. Do we think this is an overreaction or not an overreaction?
Overreaction. I think it's an overreaction.
It's some. What do you mean? It's some. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
It's some.
Some light. It's something light.
Now he's saying it's something. It's just something. No, it's just something.
I mean, he's right. It is something.
Right.
It's not nothing.
Who the fuck? Who are you talking to right now? You're in a suit, bro.
Listen. Hey, come on. Sit down, brother. Sit down, brother.
Stay in that seat, son.
Sit down, brother.
All right, let's calm it down. I got a long one that we can pause. I got a long one we can list off here.
Hey, brother, I call dibs. Hey, brother, I call dibs. I call dibs, brother. I don't care.
Oh.
Shut up. All right.
Oh, wow.
You're right. No. I understand my place. He's been here before me. I understand my place. Go ahead.
I appreciate you giving me this time. This is a long one, and this one actually involves you, Ian. All right, it's the first part, and I'm gonna take a sip of water for this one.
First part.
Take your time.
I feel like a lot of people in this crowd can really.
How many parts is there?
All right.
Holy shit.
Don't want to overreact, but can y'all please stop saying open books when y'all don't actually open book? You can fool whoever y'all want to fool and try to rebuttal and mold your words like everyone else has done, but y'all don't open book. You book the same people, and then when another show comes, y'all book the same niggas and just switch up the matches when the next show comes. There's so many federations that fall prone to this, and this shit is annoying. And then you get all mad when people don't show up and say, I'm gonna wait until we reach 25 or some bullshit like that. No, the reason why people are coming to your shows is because they called your bluff and don't want to waste their time on your bullshit. Some federations don't have anything that make people want to stay. I've fallen asleep trying to stay awake and support shows. It's like the indies want to wait for you to get booked in the majors, for you to get booked in the indies. It should be the other way around. And then the next one was, Ian, shut the fuck up, you are yapping hard as hell.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Damn.
Just to cap it off.
This is fine.
All right. Well,
It all
do we think that's
do you think that's an overreaction or no?
No. I think it's an underreaction.
underreact?
I think that is a perfectly
Deep under.
reaction.
Deep down.
Yeah.
All right, Ian, you want to go?
Yes, sir. I would love to go.
Okay.
Oh, yes, sir. I would like to go. This is also a long one, but I think you guys will like this as well. Hashtag don't want to overreact, but Ian made me realize something that I should have genuinely realized and said months ago.
Oh boy.
ADV is a boring wrestler outside of those few matches with months of build and huge stakes. ADV is extremely overpushed and only overpushed because apparently he's better at COD Zombies than others. If ADV were to genuinely lose his friendships within Rush, he would be in the mid-card trying to be scary with his 4 Kurt Angle tapes and some matches Jay showed him under his belt. Wow. There is zero reason Jordan Cartier should be a lackey for ADV. I would even say the same for Niall Hughes. The first ADV match I genuinely sat down and watched was him versus Shantae Saint at Havoc for the NWA World title, and it strictly was for Shantae. ADV was handed 2 final matches with BD and John Calibro, in which ADV retired them, but no one genuinely cared for ADV after that. They didn't even think of what's to come after this for ADV, quote, outside of immediately tossing him to a world title scene to hopefully lose. Because when he gets these moments, he fumbles them immediately and needs something big to keep this artificial momentum flowing.
Jesus, man.
I would never. Everybody that is listening to me right now, the person
I think that was perfect. I think that's perfect.
You will not be able to guess.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you will never guess who wrote that, bro.
You will never guess.
You will never guess who wrote that. But how do y'all feel about?
I think it's perfect. I think it is not.
That was a perfect message.
It is not an overreaction.
Yo,
it is not an overreaction.
If somebody can guess who said it in the chat, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, you won't. You will not. Nope.
No, it's not Jake.
Nope.
They're not even close, bro. It's legit, bro. Stop picking all the famous names. It's not a famous name. I promise you, it's not a famous.
It's not a famous person.
Y'all would expect. Is what we're trying to say. Like,
are they?
No.
Not fully.
Whoa. Wait a minute. We're breaking the rules. We're not supposed to tell these.
Even if y'all get
give him clues. Don't give him clues.
We're breaking the rules. We can't do that. We can't. Come on.
Due to retaliation, we need to keep this private.
Yeah. All right, Alec.
Anyways.
For all 3 of those restaurants, come and ruin his
life. Can I say something real quick? There's something about that message that caught my eye, man. It's something about Jordan Cartier being ADV's lackey, and I absolutely agree. I think Jordan Cartier needs to get the fuck out of that team because Jordan Cartier is more than what you guys think. He has more to showcase.
I agree.
He needs to get out.
I agree.
I'm done now. You can go.
I agree.
We're running late.
Here's one.
Alright, go ahead, Alex.
Don't want to overreact, but HOC was really detrimental to Rush because now niggas like Jerry Jackson are running around freely on Octane, and it irritates my soul.
Oh,
wow.
Was he on HOC?
This is not my word. These are not my words. I'm simply quoting. I'm a big Jerry Jackson endorser. But
Jerry Jackson wasn't
agree.
even on HOC, man. What are we talking about?
He was.
Yes, he was. He was.
Oh my god.
But I do agree with the part where he said HOC was detrimental.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, there you go.
You think that's over or under?
Why did he say this? This dude was.
Wow.
Well.
I can't say I agree with that.
The thing is that they're presenting it as if Jerry Jackson being on TV is the biggest problem that Rush has.
I agree.
He's not even like that. It's overreaction. Incredible overreaction.
Ooh, I've got one here for next up.
I think we might be looking at the same game.
All right. So next one we're looking at here, it's honestly it doesn't even. Oh yes, it does have the hashtag. Hashtag don't want to overreact, but Mac Noore is only holding. This is anonymous, by the way. Our guy wanted to be anonymous.
Yes, I saw this one. This is anonymous.
Hashtag don't want to overreact, but Mac Noore is only holding the golden ticket briefcase because Jay LeGrand let him. P.S. Donovan Hayes, watch your back. I'm taking it all. Settle the score. The one who will not.
You're not supposed to say that last line, bro. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. You're not supposed to say the last line.
I wonder who put that in. I wonder who.
I got a feeling I know who wrote that. I got a feeling I know.
I have a strong feeling I know who wrote that. That was not me.
He says it's not.
I got one.
No, wait, hang on 1 second. If Jay LeGrand wants the golden ticket briefcase, he can come take it. He knows where I am. He can come find me.
Whoa. Alright.
I don't even know if that's an overreaction. I mean,
alright, I found. This could get some reactions out of it.
I got one. I want to read.
Go ahead.
Hashtag don't want to overreact, but these 30 to 40-minute long promo segments does disservice to the product rather than actually benefiting the show. Parentheses, this applies to all federations, parentheses. Which I don't think that's very true because I don't know a lot of feds that do that. But you know, to each their own. I think this is not an overreaction. It's a very good one. Very good statement.
I feel like that's a perfectly balanced reaction. I feel like that's very much
honestly
very normal.
I think that's a little bit of an overreaction because I don't. Maybe it's just me not watching the product. But when I do go to shows, I don't really see a lot of like 40-minute promos. Now, but if we're talking about like old Rush, like AEW Rush, then yeah, I'd probably agree with you. But I don't really see. Shut the fuck up, you know.
What the hell?
Oh, Mac Noore. This one, I want to say this. I want to say this to you, Mac Noore.
All right.
This one specifically to you, and actually, I don't. It's up to you to. Actually, I don't want anybody else to decide if this is an overreaction or not. I want Mac Noore to decide this, just so we can see something. Okay.
Okay.
Hashtag don't want to overreact, but I think Mac Noore has a smoking problem, and that will lead to his downfall, eventually getting lung cancer. What do you think about that, Mac?
I don't think that's an overreaction. My doctor told me the same thing, but I'm still the best in the world, so it might be a little bit of an overreaction.
Just for confirmation, your doctor told you that you're gonna get lung cancer.
I mean, it comes with the territory, does it not?
He's the one.
The territory.
He's the one, Johnson.
Listen, you don't gotta worry about me. Yeah, that's right. I'm the one. It's a total overreaction.
Can I read one?
Well, don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Yes, you can, Mr. Jelkins. Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Okay, I was gonna read one, but this fucking guy edited his message. What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh?
Let me read this out before. Wait, let me read this before I read it out, because he literally changed everything.
Okay.
You know, never mind. I remember what his old one said. He just said hashtag don't want to overreact, but why do you have Andy Pacino trash ass on your team? That's literally it.
Wow.
Man, what the fuck? Listen. I don't know if you guys are blind, stupid, or both, but did you guys see what he did to John Calabro?
He lost.
It is true. That is very true.
Did you guys not watch him kill the Undertaker last week? Like, hello, what are we doing here? He beat John Calabro twice in one night. Like,
and tattooed his name on his chest, by the way.
Literally.
Yeah, listen to me. He retired John Calabro, and who wouldn't want someone like that on their team?
Okay.
Yeah.
Complete underreaction.
All right.
If I may read another one. This one is very, very good. Very important.
This guy who said I want one is with 3.
Hold on. No. Because you guys get the most bullshit ones ever. Y'all keep reading the fucking comedic ones, bro. Alright, check me out. This one says
what you're talking about.
This one says hashtag don't want to overreact, but to be real honest, I don't know why, but I really do not like seeing Ocasio fight now because he should have retired at Slammiversary. So I don't know why he just randomly came back to do a tag
2
team.
years ago.
That, in my opinion, does not really matter and doesn't help him or Trevito other than they are holding tag team gold. Is this an overreaction or not?
No.
Did you just make that up on the spot?
No,
I think it's an overreaction.
No, ticket 0125.
There is no.
He just closed it, fucking faggot.
I see it now.
Yes, it's there now. My bad. Oh, yes I can. Me and Mac Noore be in the janitor closet, you know, getting.
Chill. Relax.
All right. Mr. Green.
Here's one. Don't want to overreact, but I feel like we need more commentators, referees, backstage crew, ringside crew, and ring announcers. It's like art. The small details is what brings that striking feeling to the product, and I feel like it would help people see a different side of pro wrestling rather than just the wrestling.
That was the most.
I agree with that. I like that. I feel like the small details add life to just add life to it. When I go to federations, they have at least 1 or 2 text commentators in their chat. It feels more alive. It gives you something to read while you can watch. They explain what's been happening in the Fed to people that might just be there for that one-off show that don't know any better. I feel like the little details added to the product add a lot. Less is more, and I like that. I think that's a good. I think. Go ahead.
That's a good take. I agree.
Oh, Faku!
Speaking of that, I got one right here. Phenom, you said you wanted to read this one, so we can do that later.
Okay.
Even though you could really, you could read that one, but I've been sitting on this one for a while.
No, bro.
Don't want to overreact, but
okay, don't
Jax Nixon needs to shut the fuck up and put his head down and wrestle. He wants to make something of himself.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did he leave?
First of all,
I
Jax,
did he leave? I 100% feel like people need to get off Jax Nixon's nuts. People look at Jax Nixon like he is an animal in a cage, just a crash out machine. Okay, he was feeding to the reactions. He's past that now. He's improving himself. He's not a hothead anymore. Y'all need to leave this man alone. Y'all need to leave him alone.
And if you want, you can watch the last episode. Jax Nixon gave his speech. You should listen to it because it
great
like,
please look at the previous episode.
I heard that. I heard that.
He's a changed man.
It's just crazy.
Changed man, yeah.
It's crazy.
Just because he is an octopus doesn't mean that he does not have the mind of a president. His words, not mine.
That's Cody.
Hold on.
That's what he said. That is what he said.
Print the shirts. Just because he has the mind of an octopus doesn't mean that he is not president. That is fucking
wrong, but
that's not what he said.
2026.
Ian, I just pinged you. This is a really good one. I don't feel like reading it.
Oh, you want me to read this?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Hashtag don't want to. This is a crazy one. Don't want to overreact, but this JRF's Bo Dallas NXT Championship ass gimmick is dumb as fuck, and niggas need to look into the fact that this nigga went from The Rock to Roman Reigns to Cody Rhodes to Roman Reigns to The Rock to Cody Rhodes. It's about that time niggas realize how much of a fraud JRF truly is, and the fact that niggas didn't even know when it was really Fig wrestling on his account or not should tell you enough. This dumbass delusional babyface storyline he got right now is justification for him being Cody Rhodes again, and I don't understand why he keeps getting these world title reigns like we trying to see that shit. Rush came back full-time in 2022. He was the world champion then the world champion for the first portion of 2023, and then the world champion for majority of 2024, and he's world champion again. When we thought we finally had a new refreshing star and energy out of Desmond Alder, of course they had to go and push this quote JRF the GOAT narrative as if we're not forced to sit there and let them book this shit. Jesus Christ.
I agree.
That's a great take, yeah.
Not an overreaction.
We're not gonna delete this channel either. We're not gonna delete this channel either.
We need to keep this one here. We need to keep that one there.
We're keeping this. This is a girl.
I have a
Lucky girl.
pretty interesting take. I don't know if it's really a take. It just says hashtag don't want to overreact, but McNor's hung like a moose.
Hung like a moose?
Not an overreaction. Not an overreaction. I can vouch. Not an overreaction. Not an overreaction. Yeah,
listen, man. Listen, man. You know what I'm all about. I'm all about making money, and I'm all about making love to beautiful women. So it ain't an overreaction.
Let me tell you this. Mac Norris package. Even though he is from New Zealand, Mac Norris package is way more than 3 Kiwis stacked on top of each other.
That's exactly right.
Phenom, go ahead. I gotta assist Phenom with this one.
Yeah, he gotta help me out. Okay. No anonymous, no nothing it says, so I'm just gonna announce who it is. It is football.
No,
yes.
Hold on, wait. Okay, well,
I already said. There's no football is.
After, but
he makes the posters and shit. Alright. So Mr. Football says, hashtag don't want to overreact, but Gabriel Frazier is ass.
Wow.
Nigga, you suck.
I agree.
As I previously said this weekend, I am more invested in figuring out who's playing Ultima that week on Energy than in your title match with Dong G, the Yakuza chief. This is a problem.
Nigga.
Dong G.
Get back in the lab. The command and tab buttons never look better than during your segments. and I sat through a Jalen Randall Figures promo. He's basically saying he'd rather watch a JRF promo than see Frazier. Wow.
And then
Also,
he doubled back. He doubled back on the end.
Also, Ocasio, what's the next retirement tool? You're pushing
Oh my
30 on
God.
this app. Go be a family man. I know you got a mortgage to pay next week. Free Chavito. We are ready to hear Nump encore again, and I'm tired of these lame ass promos. Oh God, he needs to bring that thing back. But
True.
this not no heel heat. You Logan Paul.
Logan
Wow.
Paul.
No matter what moves he hit,
Logan Paul.
you aren't moving
Man.
anymore. We're tired of you, boy. That's it.
Can we stop putting this graphic on, please, bro? We're gonna get shut down,
They
bro.
say his name. This fucking graphic comes up. It's so funny.
Do you guys
Every
think that's an
time.
overreaction? Did he go too hard on Frazier and Ocasio?
Yes, absolutely. I don't.
All right, we're gonna.
I think he went a little bit too hard on Frazier.
Yeah,
we're
me too.
We're gonna do 3 more tickets, and then.
I don't. I like watching Breezy wrestle. You know.
Who's Breezy?
Fuck kayfabe, man.
Gabriel
Fucking
Frazier
Frazier,
is
bro.
not a bad wrestler in ring.
Yeah.
He's not a bad wrestler in ring, but outside of the ring, it's a different story.
He's just annoying. That's it. He's just annoying. But the thing is, I'd rather watch good wrestling if the person is a fucking asshole. You know what I mean? I just want to watch good wrestling. That's it. I don't want to watch no boring shit and all this and that. Breezy, all he need to do is just learn to shut the fuck up. That's it. That's really it. Just silence, nigga. Just stop. I get DMs from this nigga every day. I'm not even his friend. I don't even have him added on Discord. He DM me every day. I'm not even your friend. You won't even send me no requests or anything like that. Like, come on, dude.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, here's one. Here's my last one. I don't know if we haven't did this one already, but don't want to overreact, but I feel like feds need more interesting gimmicks or more creative things going on. I get a little tired of people trying to do a little over-the-top serious gimmick who just comes out and wrestles and doesn't even show any character or doesn't add anything to the match. I think feds need more wrestlers who can make the crowd react, whether that be funny or makes them at least a little bit interested. You can still be a serious wrestler while also adding something interesting or funny to yourself that makes what you're doing worth watching. Otherwise, there's no point. Anonymous.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Agree. I
think. What the hell?
All right. Well, now we're down to our final 2 here. We're running low on selections.
I got.
We are 17 minutes overtime. Our producers are yelling at us right now.
Yeah. All right. We got to get through these last
ones. We got more. I got.
One of the last 2 right here.
Who is in the sky?
Okay.
Whoa.
Let's ignore them. Let's ignore them.
Hashtag don't want to overreact, but D3AN's ego is massive and people act like he actually speaking shit, but in reality he just a bully in RW.
He said he said
You know what he is? He's just black. He's just black.
Whoa, you're green, buddy.
Oh,
Let's not.
Honestly, yeah, no. That's an overreaction. I don't, bro. The only way Dean could be a bully to you is if you steal some shit from him. And the thing is, a lot of these shitty niggas be doing that. Y'all be coming in crowds and be like, "Why am I getting arrested for it?" Retards. Bro.
Complete overreaction. Like, how are you getting bullied by Dean? Let's be so for real.
Bro, if you talk to Dean every day, he legit says the same jokes every 2 minutes. I genuinely don't believe how you could be bullied from this guy.
Should we say what jokes he says? On live TV?
No.
You guys don't know what Dean says? Let me tell you what Dean says. No, I'm kidding.
No.
We don't need to know what Dean says.
We don't need to hear this. We don't need to hear that.
Yeah, all he says is that he's gay. That's it. That's all he said. If you getting bullied by a nigga who legit announces that he's gay every 2 minutes, I swear to God, you a bitch. I swear to God, you a bitch. You a pussy, but
that's
you
not all though. That's not all he says.
That's not all, but that's most of it, you know.
Anyways, okay, here's the last one. Here's the last one. Do any of y'all want to do this?
Yeah. Let me do this.
Go ahead, Smug.
Go ahead, Plum.
Don't want to overreact, but promotions like IWA Pro and PMW, Secret Base also, for example, should be talked about and appreciated more as promotions for the promotions do on their program and how good the quality of programs are on a weekly basis. The products are getting better and better as time goes on. More people should go to these products often and more. I haven't mentioned if there's some more hidden gems out there. Also, shout out to an up-and-coming promotion, Voltage, coming soon. They're gonna help build up future talent.
Yes, I agree with that last part specifically.
You know
Shout out to Trouble
Shout out to
Foxy
Vulture.
supporting all the homeless children,
Voltage,
bringing him
Miku.
under his
Yes,
wing.
I did book Miku,
Very
and I will
homeless.
continue to
True,
book
true.
Miku. Hold on, let me spit real quick. I will continue to book people that everyone else has given up on because I'm tired of this narrative of the same 4 people in pro wrestling getting presented in the same 4 title matches in the same 4 companies. I'm going to give everybody an equal opportunity to ball out. I don't care if you're good. I don't care if you're bad. It is a federation for you to improve so you can get on these levels. So then you can lose to the same 4 people and realize a massive mistake this has been made all your time. But,
Ladies and gentlemen,
until
for
then.
episode 5 of Walk the Talk, thank you all for coming out. We would like to thank you for attending. Make sure to get your complimentary Donovan Young chains on the way out.
Oh man.
Wow. All right.
That's it.
It was a good show.
See you on next
Appreciate
week.